Hey, what's up, guys? I did my first Whatnot show, and in this video, I'm going to be explaining what I learned from that show. So, if you guys are thinking about getting onto the Whatnot platform, there's a few things that you have to know. Maybe this is common, maybe it's not. I thought that you would just show an item, let's say like these Ray-Ban glasses, and then you go, hey, here's these glasses, you have the live stream going, and people will just come in and start bidding, and everything sells. That's not what happened. I had items where literally nobody would even bid on it at all. So that does happen. I find that Whatnot, it seems like more of a long term play because the thing is, the reason why Whatnot's super powerful is because you can have, say, 1,000 people in your stream watching and buying pretty much anything you show on the screen. But the problem that the YouTubers won't tell you is you need to build an audience over time. So much like any good thing, it does take time. I did make 2 sales in my first show ever on Whatnot. So you can make sales even as somebody that doesn't sell on the platform prior. So I actually did make 2 sales. Each one was for $1, and they were just vintage T-shirts that I got for like 25 cents to $1 at a thrift store. For my current strategy is to get items that are pretty cheap, like 25 cents, $1, and then run them at $1 bids and try to give a good value. One also other thing that I learned doing that specific strategy, if I'm just trying to buy items for $1, less than $1 from garage sales and put it on one Whatnot, is that not every item is something that somebody wants. I know that sounds obvious, but just because you have something that's for auction, it might not be worth it for the person on the other end to even pay $1 for it. So for those cheaper items, it just makes sense to say, instead of selling one used T-shirt, bundle 2 used T-shirts, and then if that doesn't sell, you add another shirt. So now there's 3, and it just goes on until somebody actually bids. Then once they bid, they buy it from you. One other thing about Whatnot too is they basically have no authenticity process. I'm pretty sure that there's some fishy stuff going on Whatnot. I'm not going to accuse them of anything, but usually on other platforms there's a lot more regulation. Maybe because Whatnot's a bit newer. It was like it wasn't even like I don't think it was even a checkbox. Like when I got onboarded on Whatnot, which the onboarding process literally took like 5 minutes. I've never had an onboarding process on a platform be that simple before. It was crazy, like crazy easy. Let's say with like eBay or some of these other platforms, it takes a little bit. With Whatnot, I got set up in like 5 minutes. And they have a nice guide that shows you how to sell on Whatnot. But yeah, so I got set up, and you just you just confirm that, like, you'll say that you won't sell like inauthentic goods, counterfeit goods, things like that on their platform, and a few other like random stuff that I'm not gonna say in the video, but it's like stuff that you just wouldn't sell and whatnot. But yeah, so there's that, and you have to like accept to their terms. But that's the thing, is I see these other people doing these Whatnot streams, and they're selling like super hype shoes that are really high end, and I'm thinking that some of those might not be legit, but whatever. That's kind of besides the point. It looks like a good opportunity if you want to build an audience over time. I noticed that it seems like the people that do really well on Whatnot already have an audience. And I know, like, if you're somebody that's like, well, I don't have an audience, there's definitely hope for you. I'm not a Whatnot expert. I literally just did my first show. I'm giving you, the breakdown of kind of what I've learned so far. But it really seems like the whole point is to schedule a show and then get people to go to that show through, say you have profiles on other social media platforms that alert everybody saying, hey, my show's going to be on this date. And you can kind of draw traffic from other places and push it to your show. So that's one huge thing that I saw people doing. Like Gary Vee is currently doing that right now. If you guys are watching his content closely, if you don't know who is, that's okay. But he's like a very good marketer, and he would go live on Instagram Live, and then the whole Instagram Live, it would just show like, to see the full like screen or the full footage go to Whatnot. So he was funneling people from Instagram Live into his Whatnot show, and he does that with every other platform, which I think is super smart, because on Whatnot you can actually sell things and make some money. While with the other platforms, if you're streaming, you're probably not going to make too much money. Um, you know, like if you're streaming on Instagram Live, you're probably not going to make like a ton of money just streaming, because I don't even know if they give you AdSense on Instagram, but it's kind of besides the point. The main thing that I see people do is they get traffic from other platforms, they funnel it into Whatnot. One also other thing that I saw that was one thing that I saw the Whatnot algorithm really like is when you do giveaways. Obviously, when you do a giveaway, you're probably going to be losing money because you're literally giving something away for free. But the thing is, the people on the Whatnot absolutely love the giveaways. And the thing that I saw is, it seems like when you run a giveaway, you automatically get tons more people in your stream, because I think it like kind of ticks the Whatnot algorithm to get the people into your stream. So those are just a few things. I'm not a Whatnot expert by any means, but I haven't seen a video like this yet on YouTube where somebody just plainly explains how it was to do their first sale on, or their first show on Whatnot, and some of the things that they've learned. So I just thought I'd put that out there. If you guys have any strategies on selling on Whatnot, definitely let me know. I'm just starting out with it. I thought it was just something to experiment with, especially in 2025. There's a lot of great ways to make money online, so I just thought, why not try out Whatnot? I know it's been around for a while, but I think it could be the future of live shopping. I've also seen that eBay has released this thing called like eBay Live, where you can sell stuff on there too, so I'm really excited to see how that goes also. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for me, maybe some tips and tricks that you're willing to share with other people that are starting out on Whatnot, definitely let me know. And if you guys want to sign up for Whatnot, I'm going to have a link down in the description. So if you guys sign up, I believe you get like some type of reward if you use my link. If you don't want to use the link, that's fine too. But hopefully this helps. See you guys on the next one. Goodbye.